do not meet a man but frowns.
No, be assured you shall not find me, daughter, after the slander of most stepmothers, evil-eyed unto you.
But what's the matter?
His daughter, in the heiress kingdom, whom he purposed to his wife's sole son, a widow that late he married, hath referred herself unto a poor but worthy gentleman. She's wedded, her husband banished, she imprisoned. All is outward sorrow, though I think the king be touched at very heart.
None but the king.
He that hath lost her too. So is the queen that most desired the match.
And why so?
He that hath missed the princess is a thing too bad for bad report. And he that hath her, I mean that married her, alack, good man, and therefore banished is a creature such as to seek through the regions of the earth for one his like. There would be something failing in him that should compare.
You speak him far. What's his name and birth?
I cannot delve him to the root. His father was called Sicilius, who did join his honor with the Romans join his honor with the Romans and Cymbeline.
For you, Posthumus, so soon as I can win the fended king, I will be known your advocate. Married, yet the fire of rage is in him, and 'twere well you leaned unto his sentence with what patience your wisdom may possess.
Please, your highness, I will from hence today.
I honor him even out of your report. But pray you tell me, is she sole child to the king?
His only child. He had 2 children. If this be worth your hearing, mark it. 2 sons, the eldest at 3 years old, in the swaddling clothes the other. From their nursery were stolen, and to this day, no guessing knowledge which way they went.
How long was this ago?
Some 20 years.
That a king's children should be so conveyed, so slackly guarded, and the search so slow that could not trace them.
How so be it so strange? Yet is it true, sir?
I do well believe you.
You know the peril. I'll fetch a turn about the garden, pitying the pangs of barred affections, though the king hath charged you should not speak together.
We must forbear.
Oh, dissembling courtesy! How fine this tyrant can tickle where she wounds! My dear husband, I something fear my father's wrath, but nothing what his rage can do on me. You must be gone, and I shall here abide the hourly shot of angry eyes.
My queen, my mistress! Oh, lady, weep no more. I will remain the loyalist husband that did e'er plight troth. My residence in Rome, at one Philarius, who to my father was a friend, to me known but by letter. Thither write, my queen, and with mine eyes I'll drink the words you send, though ink be made of gall.
Be brief, I pray you. If the king should come, I shall incur I know not how much of his displeasure. Yet I'll move him to walk this way.
Should we be taking leave, as long a term as yet we have to live, the loathness to depart would grow. Adieu.
Nay, stay a little! Were you but riding forth to air yourself, such a parting were too petty. Look here, love. This diamond was my mother's. Take it, heart, but keep it till you woo another wife when poor Imogen is dead.
How? How? Another? You, gentle gods, give me but this I have, and sear up my embracements from a neck with bonds of death. Remain thou here while sense can keep it on. For my sake, wear this. It is a manacle of love. I'll place it on this fairest prisoner.
Oh, the gods! When shall we see again?
Alack the king!
Thou basest thing! Avoid! Hence! From my sight! Away! If after this command thou fraught the court with thy unworthiness, thou diest! art poison to my blood.
The gods protect you, and bless the good remainders of the court. I am gone.
There cannot be a pinch in death more sharp than this is.
Oh, disloyal thing, that shouldst repair my youth. How heaps the years age upon me.
I beseech you, sir, harm not yourself with your vexation. I am senseless of your wrath. A touch more rare subdues all pangs, all fears.
Past grace, obedience,
Past hope, and in despair that way past grace.
that mightst have had the sole son of my queen.
Oh, blessed that I might not. I chose an eagle and did avoid a buzzard.
Thou tookst a beggar, wouldst have made my throne a seat for baseness.
No, I rather added a luster to it.
Oh, thou vile one.
Sir, it is your fault that I have loved Posthumus. You bred him as my playfellow, and he is a man worth any woman.
What? Art thou mad?
Almost, sir. Heaven restore me. Would I were a neatherd's daughter, and my Leonatus our neighbor shepherd's son.
Foolish thing. They were again together. You have not done after my command. Away with her, and pen her up.
Beseech your patience. Peace. Dear lady daughter, peace. Sweet sovereign, leave us to ourselves, huh? And make yourself some comfort out of your best advice.
Nay, let her languish, a drop of blood a day, until being aged, die of this folly.
Fie, you must give way. Ah, here's your loyal servant. How now, Pisanio, what news?
My lord, your son, drew on my master.
No harm, I trust, is done.
There might have been, but that my master rather played than fought, and had no help of anger. They were parted by gentlemen at hand.
I am very glad on it.
Your son's my father's friend. He takes his part to draw upon an exile. Why came you from your master?
On his command, he would not suffer me to bring him to the haven. Left these notes of what commands I should be subject to when it pleased you to employ me.
This hath been your faithful servant. I dare lay mine honor he shall remain so.
I humbly thank your highness.
Pray, walk a while.
About some half hour hence, pray you speak with me. You shall at least go see my lord aboard. For this time, leave me.
Sir, I would advise you to shift a shirt. The violence of action hath made you reek as a sacrifice. When air comes out, air comes in.
If the shirt be bloody, then to shift it. Have I hurt him?
No, Faith, not so much as his patience.
The villain would not stand me.
No, but he fled forward still, toward your face.
That they should come, that they should become between us.
No, Faith, not so much as his patience.
That she should love this fellow and refuse me.
If it be a sin to make a true selection, she is damned.
Sir, as I told you always, her beauty and her brain go not together. She's a good sign, but I've seen small reflection of her wit.
She shines not upon fools, lest the reflection should hurt her.
Come up to my chamber. Would that there have been some hurt done.
I wish not so, unless it have been the fall of an ass, which is of no great hurt.
You'll not go with us?
I'll attend your lordship.
Nay, come. Let's go together.
Well, my lord.
I would thou cruised unto the shores of the haven and questioned every sail. And what was the last that he spake to thee?
It was his queen,
Then waved his handkerchief.
and kissed it, madam.
Senseless linen, happier therein than I. And that was all.
No, madam, for so long as he could make me with this eye or ear distinguish him from others, he kept the deck with glove or hat or handkerchief still waving as the fits and stirs of his mind could best express how slow his soul sailed on, how swift his ship.
I would have broke mine eye strings, cracked them, but to look upon him till the diminution of space had pointed him as sharp as my needle. Nay, followed him till he had melted from the smallness of a gnat to air, and then have turned mine eye and wept. But, good Pisanio, when shall we hear from him?
Oh, be assured, madam, with his next vantage.
I did not take my leave of him, but had most pretty things to say. ere I could think on. I had to tell him how I'd think on him at certain hours, such thoughts and such. Or make him swear that the she's of Italy should not betray mine interest and his honor. Or charge him at the 6th hour of the morn, at noon, at midnight, to encounter me with orisons, for then I am in the heavens for him. Or I could give him that parting kiss which I had set betwixt two charming words. Comes in my father, and like the tyrannous breathing of the north, shakes all our buds from growing.
The Queen, madam, desires your highness's company.
Those things I bid you do, get them dispatched. I will attend the Queen.
Madam, I shall.
Believe it, sir. I have seen him in Britain, but I then could have looked on him without the help of admiration.
I have seen him in France. We had very many that could behold the sun with as firm eyes as he.
This matter of marrying his king's daughter, wherein he must be weighed rather by her value than his own, words him, I doubt not, a great deal from the matter.
And then his banishment.
But how comes it he is to sojourn with you? How creeps acquaintance?
His father and I were soldiers together, to whom I have been often bound for no less than my life. Here comes the Briton. Let him be so entertained amongst you as suits with the gentleman of your knowing to a stranger of his quality. I beseech you all be better known to this gentleman, whom I commend to you as a noble friend of mine. How worthy he is, I will leave to appear hereafter, rather than story him in his own hearing.
Sir, we have known together in Orleans.
Since when I have been debtor to you for courtesies, which I will be ever to pay, and yet pay still.
Sir, you do overrate my poor kindness. I was glad I did atone my countryman and you. It had been pity you had been put together with so mortal a purpose as then each bore upon importance of so slight and trivial a nature.
By your pardon, sir, I was then a young traveler. But upon my mended judgment, my quarrel was not altogether slight.
Faith, yes, to be put to the arbitrament of swords, and by such too that would by all likelihood have confounded one the other, or have fallen both.
Can we with manners ask what was the difference?
It was much like an argument that fell out last night, where each of us fell in praise of our country mistresses. This gentleman, at that time vouching, and upon warrant of bloody affirmation, his to be more fair, virtuous, wise, chaste, constant, qualified, and less attemptable than any. The rarest are ladies on France.
That lady's not now living, or this gentleman's opinion by this worn out.
She holds her virtue still, and I my mind.
You must not so far prefer her for ours of Italy.
Being so far provoked as I was in France, I would abate her nothing, though I profess myself her adorer, not her friend.
If she had gone before others I have seen, as that diamond of yours outlusters many I have beheld, I could not believe she excelled many. But I have not seen the most precious diamond, nor you, the lady.
I praised her as I rated her.
What do you esteem it at?
More than the world enjoys. Oh.
Either your unparagoned mistress is dead, or she's outprized by a trifle.
You are mistaken. The one may be sold or given, and the other is not a thing for sale, and only the gift of the gods!
Oh, which the gods have given you?
Which by their graces I will keep.
You may wear her in title, yours, but, you know, strange fowl light upon neighboring ponds. Your ring may be stolen too. Cunning thief or accomplished courtier would hazard the winning of both the first and last.
Your Italy contains none so accomplished a courtier to convince the honor of my mistress. I do nothing doubt you have store of thieves.
Oh!
Notwithstanding, I fear not my ring.
Let us leave here, gentlemen.
Sir, with all my heart. Saluto! This worthy senor, I thank him, makes no stranger of me. We are familiar at first.
With 5 times as much conversation I should get ground of your fair mistress. Make her go back, even to the yielding. Had I admittance and opportunity to friend,
No.
I dared thereupon pawn the moiety of my estate to your ring, which, in my opinion, overvalues it something, but I make my wager rather against your confidence than her reputation. And to bar your offense hereunto, I durst attempt it against any lady in the world.
Gentlemen, enough of this. This came in too suddenly. Let it die as it was born, and I pray, be better acquainted.
What lady would you choose to assail?
Yours, whom in constancy you think stands so safe. I will lay you 10,000 ducats to your ring. That commend me to the court where your lady is. With no more advantage than the opportunity of a second conference, and I will bring from thence that honor which you imagine so reserved.
I will wage against your gold. Gold to it! My ring I hold dear as my finger, 'tis part of it.
You are a friend, and therein the wiser. But I see you have some religion in you, that you fear.
This is but a custom in your tongue. You bear a graver purpose, I hope.
I'm the master of my speeches, and would undergo what's spoken, I swear.
Will you? I shall but lend my diamonds till your return. Let there be covenants drawn between us. My mistress exceeds in goodness the hugeness of your unworthy thinking. I dare you to this match. Here's my ring.
I will have it no lay.
By the gods! It is one. If I should bring you no sufficient testimony that I have enjoyed the dearest bodily parts of your mistress, my 10,000 ducats are yours. So is your diamond, she your jewel, this your jewel, and my gold are yours, provided I have your commendation for my more free entertainment.
I embrace these conditions. Let us have articles betwixt us. Only thus far you shall answer. If you make your voyage upon her and give me directly to understand you have prevailed, I am no further your enemy. She is not worth our debate. If she remain unseduced, you making it not appear otherwise, for your ill opinion and the assault you have made to her chastity, you shall answer me with your sword.
Your hand, a covenant. I will fetch my gold and have our two wagers recorded.
Agreed.
Will this whole think you?
Signor Iachimo will not from it. Pray, let us follow them.
Now, Master Doctor, have you brought those drugs?
Pleaseth your highness, aye. Here they are, madam. But I beseech your grace, without offense, my conscience bids me ask, wherefore you have commanded of me those most poisonous compounds, which are the movers of a languishing death, but though slow, deadly.
Why wonder, Doctor, thou would ask me such a question? Or have I not been thy pupil long? Hast thou not learned me how to make perfumes, distill, preserve? Yea, so that our great king himself doth woo me oft for my confections. I will try the forces of these thy compounds on such creatures as we count not worth the hanging, but none human, to try the vigor of them, and by them gather their several virtues and effects.
Your highness shall from this practice, but make hard your heart. Besides, the seeing these effects would be both noisome and infectious.
Oh, content thee. Ah, here comes a flattering rascal. Upon him will I first work. He's for his master, and enemy to my son. How now, Pisanio? Doctor, your service for this time is ended. Take your way.
I do suspect you, madam, but you shall do no harm.
Hark me a word.
I do not like her. She doth think she has strange lingering poisons. I do know her spirit and will not trust one of her malice with a drug of such damned nature. Those she has will stupefy and dull the senses a while, which first perchance shall prove on cats and dogs, and afterwards up higher. There is no danger in what show of death it makes more than the locking up the spirit of time to be more fresh, reviving. She is fooled with the most false effect, and I the truer, so to be false with her.
No further service, doctor, until I send for thee.
I humbly take my leave.
Weep she still, sayest thou? When thou shalt bring thee word she loves my son, I'll tell thee on the instant thou art dead, as great as is thy master. Ah, thou takest up thou know not what, but take it for thy trouble. It is a thing I made, which hath the king 5 times redeemed from death. I do not know what is more cordial. Nay, I prithee take it. It is an earnest of a further good that I mean to thee. I'll move the king to any shape of thy preferment, such as thou desire, and then myself, I, chiefly, who set thee on to this desert, am bound to load thy merit richly. Think on my words. Call my woman. A sly and constant knave, not to be shaped. Ah, so, well done. Well done. The violets, cowslips, and primroses bear to my closet. Fare thee well, Cassonio. Think on my words.
And shall do. But when to my good lord I prove untrue, I'll choke myself. There's all I'll do for you.
A father cruel and a stepdame false, a foolish suitor to a wedded lady that hath her husband banished. Oh, that husband, my supreme crown of grief and those repeated vexations on it. Who may this be? Bye.
The noble gentleman of Rome comes from my lord with letters, madam.
Thanks, good sir, you're kindly welcome.
Thank you, madam. The worthy Leonatus is in safety and greets your highness dearly. All of her that is out of door, most rich. If she be furnished with a mind so rare, she is alone the Arabian bird, and I have lost the wager. Boldness be my friend. Arm me audacity from head to foot.
He is one of the noblest note to whose kindness I am most infinitely tied. Reflect upon him accordingly as you value your trust. Leonatus, you are as welcome, worthy sir, as I have words to bid you, and shall find it so in all that I can do.
Thanks, fairest lady.
What, dear sir, thus raps you? Are you well?
Thanks, madam. Well, beseech you, sir, desire my man's abode where I did leave him. He's strange and peevish.
I was going, sir, to give him welcome.
Continues well, my lord. His health beseech you.
Well, madam.
Is he disposed to mirth? I hope he is.
Exceeding pleasant, none a stranger there. So merry and so gamesome. He's called the Britain Reveler.
When he was here, he did incline to sadness, and oft times not knowing why.
I never saw him sad. There is a Frenchman, his companion, one an eminent monsieur, that it seems much loves a Gallian girl at home. He furnishes the thick sighs from him, whilst the jolly Briton, your lord I mean, laughs from free lungs, cries, "Oh, can my sides hold to think that man knows what a woman is? Yea, what she cannot choose but must be, whilst free hours languish for assured bondage."
Will my lord say so?
Aye, madam, with his eyes in flood with laughter. It is a recreation to be by him and hear him mock the Frenchman, but God knows some men are much to blame.
Not he, I hope.
Not he, and yet heaven's bounty towards him might be used more thankfully. And himself, 'tis much. And you, which I do account his beyond all talents, whilst I'm bound to wonder, I'm bound to pity too.
What do you pity, sir?
2 creatures, heartily.
Am I one, sir? You do look on me. What rap discern you in me deserves your pity?
Lamentable. What, to hide me from the radiant sun?
I pray you, sir, deliver with more openness your answers to my demands. Why do you pity me?
That others do, I was about to say enjoy your, but it is an office of the gods to venge it, not mine to speak on't.
You do seem to know something of me, or what concerns me.
Had I this cheek to bathe my lips upon, this hand whose every touch would force the feeler's soul to the oath of loyalty, should I? Damn them! Slaver with lips as common as the stairs that mount the Capitol? Were fit that all the plagues of hell should at one time encounter such revolt.
My lord, I fear, has forgot Britain.
And himself. Not I inclined to this intelligence pronounce the beggary of his change, but I bring my report from my deepest conscience to your majesty.
Let me hear no more.
Oh, dearest soul, your cause doth strike my heart with pity. That doth make me sick. Be revenged, for she that bore you is no queen, and you recoil from your great stock.
If this be true, how should I be revenged?
Should he make me live like Diana's priest, betwixt cold sheets, while he's vaulting variable ramps in your despite upon your purse? Revenge it. I dedicate myself to your sweet pleasure, more noble than that runagate to your bed, and will continue fast to your affection, still close as sure.
What, Bassanio?
Shh, let me my service tender on your lips.
Away! I do condemn mine ears that have so long attended thee. If thou wert honorable, thou wouldst have told this tale for virtue, not for such an end as thou seekst, as base, as strange. Thou wrongst a gentleman who is as far from thy report as thee from honor, and solicits here a lady that disdains thee and the devil alike. What ho, Bassanio? The king my father shall be made acquainted of thy assault. What ho, Bassanio?
Oh, happy Leonatus! The credit that thy lady hath of thee deserves thy trust, and thy most perfect credit, your assured goodness. Give me your pardon. I spoke this to know if your affiance were deeply rooted.
So you make amends?
He sits amongst men like a descended god. He hath the kind of honor sets him off more than a mortal seeming. Be not angry, most mighty princess, that I have adventured to try your taking a false report, which hath honored with confirmation your great judgment in the election of a sir so rare, which you know cannot err.
All's well, sir. Take my power of the court for yours.
My humble thanks. I'd almost forgot to entreat your grace, but in a small request, and yet of moment too, for it concerns your lord, myself, and other noble friends, our partners in the business.
Pray, what is it?
Some dozen Romans of us, and your lord, the finest feather of our wing, have mingled sums to buy a gift for the emperor, which I, the factor for the rest, have done in France. 'Tis plate of rare device and jewels of rich and exquisite form, their values being great, and I'm something curious being strange to have them in safe stowage. May it please you keep them in protection?
Willingly, and upon mine honor for their safety, since my lord hath interest in them, I'll keep them in my bedchamber.
They are in a trunk, attended by my men. I will make bold to send them to you only for this night. I must aboard tomorrow.
Oh, no.
Yes, I beseech, or I shall shorten my word by lengthening my return. From Gallia, I crossed the seas on purpose and on promise to see your grace.
I thank you for your pains, but not away tomorrow.
Oh, madam, I must. Therefore, I shall beseech you, if you please to greet your lord with writing, do it tonight.
I will write. Send your trunk to me. It shall safe be kept and truly yielded you. You're very welcome.
Was there ever man that had such luck? I had £100 on it, and then a whoreson jackanate takes me up for swearing, as if I borrowed mine oaths of him, and might not spend them at my pleasure. What got he by that? You have broke his faith with your ball.
If his wit had been like him that have broke it, it would have all run out.
When a gentleman is disposed to swear, it is not for any stander by to curtail him of his oaths.
No, my lord, nor crop the ears of them.
Whoreson dog, I give him satisfaction. Would that he had been one of my rank.
To have smelled like a fool.
I am not vexed at anything more on the earth. A pox on it. I'd rather not be so noble as I am. They dare not fight with me because of the queen, my mother. Every jack slave hath his belly full of fighting, but I must go up and down like a cock that nobody can match.
You are cock and capon too, and you crow cock with your comb on.
Sayest thou?
It is not fit your lordship should undertake every companion that you give offense to.
No, I know that, but it's fit I should give offense to my inferiors.
It is fit for your lordship only.
Why, so say I.
Did you hear of a stranger that's come to court tonight?
A stranger and I not know on it?
He's a strange fellow himself and knows it not.
There's an Italian come, and he said one of Leonardo's friends.
Leonardus, a banished rascal, and he's another whatsoever he may be. Who told you of this stranger?
One of your lordship's pages.
Is it fit I were to look upon him? Is there no derogation in it?
You cannot derogate, my lord.
Not easily, I think.
You are a fool, granted. Therefore, your issues being foolish, do not derogate.
Come, I'll see this Italian. Where I've lost today at bowls, I'll win tonight of him. Come, go.
Who's there? My woman Helen? Please, you madam. What hour is it? Almost midnight, madam. I have read 3 hours then. Ugh, to bed. Fold down the leaf where I have left. And if thou canst awake by 4 o'clock, I prithee call me. Sleep hath seized me wholly. To your protection I commend me, gods, from fairies and tempters of the night. Guard me, beseech ye.
The crickets sing, and man's over-labored sense repairs itself by rest. How bravely thou becomest thy bed, fresh lily, and whiter than the sheets, that I might touch, but kiss. One kiss. Rubies unparagoned, how dearly they do it. 'Tis her breathing that perfumes the chamber thus. But my design, to note the chamber, I will write all down. But some natural notes about her body. Above 10,000 meaner movables would testify to enrich mine inventory. Come off. Come off. As slippery as the Gordian knot was hard. 'Tis mine, and this will witness outwardly, as strongly as the conscience does within, to the matting of her lord. On her left breast, a mole sank spotted, like the crimson drops in the bottom of a cowslip. Here's a voucher, stronger than ever law could make. This secret will force him think I have picked the lock and taken the treasure of her honor. No more. To what end? Why should I write this down? That's riveted, screwed to my mind. I have enough. To the trunk again, and shut the spring of it. Swift, swift, you dragons of the night, that dawning may bear the raven's eye. I lodge in fear. Though this, a heavenly angel, hell is here. 1, 2, 3. Time.
Your lordship is the most patient man in loss, the most coldest that ever turned up ace.
Could make any man cold to lose.
Not every man patient after the noble temper of your lordship. You're most hot and furious when you win.
Winning will put any man into courage. If I could get this foolish image in, I should have gold enough. This morning, it's not.
Day, my lord.
I would this music would come. I'm advised to give her music in the morning. They say it will penetrate. Come on, tune. If you can, penetrate her with your fingering. So, we'll try with tongue too. If none will do, let her remain, but I'll never give her. First, an excellent, good, conceited thing, and after a wonderful sweet air with rich, admirable words to it. And then, let her consider.
Hark, 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 at heaven's gate sings, and Phoebus begins aright his steeds to water at those springs on chalice floors that rise, and drinking merry buds to hope their golden eyes, and everything that pretty is, my lady sweet, arise, arise.
So, get you gone. If this music penetrate, I'll consider it the better.
Here comes the king.
I'm glad I was up so late, for that's the reason I was up so early. He cannot choose but take this service I have done fatherly. Good morrow to your majesty, and to my gracious mother.
Can you hear the door of our stern daughter? Will she not forth?
I've assailed her with music, but she vouchsafes no notice.
The exile of her minion is too new. She hath not yet forgot him. Some more time must wear the print of his remembrance on it. And then he's yours.
And you are most bound to the king, who lets go by no vantages that may prefer you to his daughter.
So like you, sir, ambassadors from Rome, the one is Caius Lucius.
A worthy fellow, albeit he comes on angry purpose now. But that's no fault of his. We must receive him according to the honor of his sender. And towards himself we must extend our notice. Go, our queen.
If she be up, I'll speak with her. If not, let her lie still and dream. By your leave, ho! I know her women are about her. What if I line one of their hands? To scolders buys admittance, off to death. To scolders makes the true man killed, and saves the thief. Nay, sometimes hangs both thief and true man. What can it not do and undo? I know her. I will make one of her women lawyer to me, for I yet not understand the case myself. By your leave!
Who's there that calls?
A gentleman.
No more?
Yes, and a gentlewoman's son.
That's more than some whose tailors are as dear as yours can justly boast of. What's your lordship's pleasure?
Your lady's person. Is she ready?
Aye, to keep her chamber.
Here's gold for you. Sell me your good report.
How, my good name? Or to report of you what I shall think is good? The princess.
Good morrow, sweet sister. Your fairest hand.
Good morrow, sir. You lay out too much pain for purchasing but trouble. The thanks I have is to tell you that I am poor of thanks and scarce can spare them.
Still, I swear I love you.
If you swear still, 'twere as deep with me. If you swear still, your recompense is still that I regard it not.
This is no answer.
But that you shall not say I yield being silent, I would not speak. I pray you spare me, Faith.
To lead you to your madness, 'twere my sin. I will not.
Fools cure not mad folks.
You call me fool?
As I am mad, I do. If you'll be patient, I'll no more be mad. That cures us both. I am much sorry, sir, you do put me to forget a lady's manners by being so verbal. And learn now that I, which know my heart, do here pronounce by the very truth of it. I care not for you, and am so near the lack of charity to accuse myself. I hate you, which I had rather you felt than makes my boast.
You sin against obedience, which you owe your father. For that contract you pretend with that base wretch, one born of alms, it is no contract, none. And don't be loud in meaner parties, neither make their souls in contained enlargement. Yet you are curved from that enlargement by consequence of the crown, and must not dirty the precious note of it with a base slave.
Profane fellow, wert thou the son of Jupiter, and no more but what thou art besides, thou wert too base to be his groom.
The south fog wrought him.
His meanest garment that ever hath but clipped his body is dearer to me in all respects than all the heirs above thee, were they all made such men. How now, Pisanio?
His meanest garment, now the devil!
Helen, my woman, hide thee presently. I am sprited with a fool, frightened and angered worse. Go bid my woman search for a jewel that too casually hath left mine arm. It was thy master's. Shrew me if I would lose it for a revenue of any kings in Europe. Thought I saw it last night, 'twas on my arm. I kissed it. I hope it be not gone, to tell my lord that I kiss aught but he.
'Twill not be lost.
I hope so. Go and search.
You have abused me, ma'am. His meanest garment.
Aye, I said so, sir.
I'll inform your father.
Your mother, too. She's my good lady and will conceive, I hope, but the worst of me. So I leave you, sir, to the worst of discontent.
I'll be revenged. His meanest garment. Wow!
Oui, oui! Fear it not, sir! I were so sure to win the king. As I am bold, her honor will remain hers.
By this your king hath heard of great Augustus. Caius Lucius will do his commission truly, and I think he'll grant the tribute.
Yet I do believe that this will prove a war.
Let's see. Iachimo.
The swiftest hearts have posted you by land, and winds of all the corners kissed your sails to make your vessel nimble.
Welcome, sir.
I hope the briefness of your answer made the speediness of your return.
Your lady is one of the fairest I've looked upon.
And therewithal the best. Or let her beauty look through a casement to allure false hearts and be false with them.
Here are letters for you.
Their tenor good, I trust.
'Tis very like.
Was Caius Lucius in the Britain court when you were there?
He was expected then, but not approached.
All is well yet. Sparkles this stone as it was wont, or is it not too dull for your good wearing?
If I have lost it, I should have lost the worth of it in gold. I'll make a journey twice as far to enjoy a second night of such sweet shortness, which was mine in Britain, for the ring is won.
The stone's too hard to come by.
Not a whit, your lady being so easy.
Make not, sir, your loss your sport. I hope you know that we must not continue friends.
Oh, good sir, we must, if you keep covenant. Had I not brought that knowledge of your mistress home, I grant we were to question further. But I now profess myself the winner of her honor, together with your ring, and not the wronger of her or you having proceeded, but by both your wills.
If you can make it apparent you have tasted her in bed, my hand and ring are yours.
Sir, my circumstances being so near the truth, as I will make them, must first induce you to believe.
Proceed.
First, her bedchamber, where I confess I slept not, but had that which was well worth watching, is hanged with tapestry of silk and silver. The story, proud Cleopatra, when she met her Roman.
This is true, and this you might have heard of here from me or by some other.
More particulars must justify my knowledge.
So they must, or do your honor injury.
The roof of the chamber with golden cherubins is fretted. Her andirons, I had forgot them. 2 winking cupids made of silver, each on 1 foot standing, nicely, depending on their brands.
This is her honor. Let it be granted you have seen all this, and praise be given to your remembrance. The description of what is in her chamber? Nothing saves the wager you have laid.
Then, if you can be pale, I beg but to leave to air this jewel. See? And now 'tis up again. It must be married to that your diamond. I'll keep them.
Jove, once more let me behold it. Is it that which I left with her?
Sir, I thank her that. She stripped it from her arm. I see her yet. Her pretty action did outsell her gift, and yet enriched it too. She gave it me and said she prized it once.
Maybe she plucked it off to send it me.
So she writes to you? Doth she?
Oh, no. 'Tis true. Here, take this too. It is a basilisk unto mine eye. Kills me to look on it. Let there be no honor where there is beauty, truth where semblance, love where there's another man.
Sir, be patient and take your ring again. 'Tis not yet won. It's very probable that she lost it, or who knows if one her women being corrupted has stolen it from her.
Very true, and so I hope he came by it. Back my ring, and render to me some corporal sign about her more evident than this, for this was stolen.
By Jupiter! I had it from her arm.
Hark you, he swears. By Jupiter, he swears. 'Tis true. Nay, keep the ring. 'Tis true. I am sure she would not lose it. Her attendants are all sworn and honorable. They induced to steal it, and by a stranger? No. He hath enjoyed her. There, take thy hire, and all the fiends of hell divide themselves between you.
Sir, be patient. This is not strong enough to be believed from one well persuaded of.
Never talk on it. She hath been colted by him.
If you seek for further satisfying, under her breast, worthy her pressing, lies a mole, right proud of that most delicate lodging. By my life, I kissed it.
Oh.
And it gave me present hunger to feed again, though full. You do remember the stain upon her?
Aye, and it doth confirm another stain as big as hell can hold. Were there no more but it.
Will you hear more?
Spare your arithmetic. Never count the turns, once in a million.
I'll be sworn.
No swearing! If you will swear you have not done it, you lie!
I'll deny nothing.
Oh, that I had her here to tear her limb meal. I will go there and do it in the court before her father. I'll do something.
Quite beyond a government of patience. You have won. Let's after him and pervert the present wrath he hath against himself.
With all my heart.
Is there no way for men to be, but women must be half-workers? We are all bastards, and that most venerable man which I did call my father was I know not where when I was stamped. Some coiner with his tools made me a counterfeit. Yet my mother seemed the Diana that time. So doth my wife, the nonpareil in all this. Oh, vengeance! Vengeance!
Now say, what would Augustus Caesar with us?
When Julius Caesar, whose remembrance lives yet in men's eyes, and will to ears and tongue be seen and hearing ever, was in this Britain and conquered it, Cymbeline, thine uncle, and his succession granted Rome a tribute, yearly 3,000 pounds, which by thee lately is left untendered.
And to kill the marvel shall be so ever.
There be many Caesars ere such another Julius. Britain's a world by itself, and we will nothing pay for wearing our own noses.
Remember, sir, my liege, the kings, your ancestors, together with the natural bravery of your isle, which stands as Neptune's park, ribbed and paled in with oaks unscalable, and roaring waters whose sands will not bear thine enemies' boats, but suck them up to the topmast. A kind of conquest Caesar made here, but made not here his brag of came, and saw, and overcame. With shame, the first that ever touched him, he was carried from off our shores, twice beaten.
Come, there's no more tribute to be paid. We are stronger than we were at that time, and as I said, no more such Caesars.
Son, let your mother end.
Why tribute? Why should we pay tribute? If Caesar can hide the sun from us with a blanket, or put the moon in his pocket, we will pay him tribute for light. Else, sir, no more tribute, pray you now.
You must know, till the injurious Romans did put extort this tribute from us, we were free. Caesar's ambition against all color here did put the yoke upon us, which to shake off becomes a warlike people, whom we reckon ourselves to be.
I am sorry, Cymbeline, that I am to pronounce Augustus Caesar, Caesar that hath more kings his servants than thyself domestic officers, thine enemy. Receive it from me then. War and confusion in Caesar's name pronounce I against thee. Look for fury not to be denied. Thus defied, I thank thee for myself.
Thou art welcome, Caius. Thy Caesar knighted me. My youth I spent much under him. Of him I gathered honor. The Pannonians, the Dalmatians, for their liberties are now in arms. A precedent which not to read would show the Britons cold. So Caesar shall not find them.
Let proof speak.
His Majesty bids you welcome. Make pastime with us a day or two or longer. If you seek us out afterwards in other turns, you shall find us at our salt water girdle. If you beat us out of it, it is yours. If you fall in the adventure, our crows shall fare the better for you, and there's an end.
So, sir,
I know your master's pleasure, and he mine. All that remains is welcome.
How? Of adultery? Wherefore write you not what monsters her accuser? Leonatus, O master, what a strange infection has fallen into thy ear. Disloyal, no! She's punished for her truth. Oh, my master, thy mind to her is now as low as were thy fortunes. How? that I should murder her upon the love and truth and vows that I have made to thy command. I, her blood. If it be so, to do good service, never let me be counted serviceable. How look I, that I should seem to lack humanity so much as this fact comes to? Do it. The letter that I have sent her, by her own command, shall give thee opportunity. Oh, damn it, paper! No, here she comes. I am ignorant in what I am commanded.
How now, Pisanio?
Madam, here is a letter from my lord.
Thy lord? That is my lord, Leonatus! Let what is here relish of my lord's love, of his health, of his content, yet not that we two are asunder. Let that grieve him. Some griefs are medicinable, that is one of them. Justice and your father's wrath could not be so cruel to me as you, oh, the dearest of creatures, would even renew me with your eyes. Take notice that I am in Cambria, at Milford Haven. What this will out of your own love advise you follow. So he wishes you all happiness that remains loyal to his vow, and your increasing in love. Leonatus, posthumous. Oh, for a horse with wings! Here's Sal Pisanio. He is at Milford Haven. Read, and tell me how far 'tis thither. If one of mean affairs may plot it in a week, why may I not glide thither in a day? Then true Pisanio, who longs like me to see my lord, who longs... Oh, let me beg, but not like me, yet longs, but in a fainter kind. But first, how to get hence, and from our hence going and our return, the time to excuse. But first, how to get hence? How many score of miles may we well ride twixt hour and hour?
1 score twixt sun and sun, madam's enough for you, and too much too.
Why, one that rode to execution, man, could ne'er go so slow. But this is foolish. Go bid my woman feign a sickness. Say she'll home to her father, and provide me presently a riding suit, no costlier than would fit Franklin's housewife.
Madam, you will best consider.
I see before me, man, nor hear, nor what ensues, but have a fog in them that I cannot look through. Away, I prithee, do as I bid thee. There's no more to say. Accessible is none but Milford way.
Right sorry. I must report ye my master's enemy.
Our subjects, sir, will not endure his yoke, and for ourselves to show less sovereignty than they, must needs appear unkinglike.
So, sir, I desire of you a conduct overland to Milford Haven. Madam, all joy before your grace and you.
So, farewell, noble Lucius.
Your hand, my lord.
Receive it friendly, but from this time forth, I wear it as your enemy.
The event is yet to name the winner. Fare you well.
Leave not the worthy Lucius, good my lord, till he hath crossed the Severn. Happiness.
He goes hence frowning, but it honors us that we have given him cause.
'Tis all the better. Your valiant Britons have their wishes in it.
Lucius hath already wrote the emperor how it goes here. It fits us therefore ripely. Our chariots and our horsemen be in readiness. Powers that he hath in Gallia will soon be drawn to head, from whence he moves his war for Britain.
'Tis not sleepy business, but must be looked to speedily and strongly.
Our expectation that it would be thus hath made us forward. But, my gentle queen, where is our daughter? She hath not appeared before the Roman, nor towards us had tendered the duty of the day. She look us more like a thing made of malice than of duty. We have noted it. Call her before us, for we have been too slight in sufferance.
Royal sir, since the exile of Posthumus, most retired her life hath been, the cure whereof my lord 'tis time must do. Oh, beseech your majesty, forbear sharp speeches to her. She's a lady so tender of rebukes that words are strokes, and strokes death to her.
Where is she, sir? How can her contempt be answered?
Please you, sir, her chambers are all locked, and there's no answer that will be given to the loud of noise that we make.
My lord, when last I went to visit her, she prayed me to excuse her keeping close.
Doors locked, not seen of late. Grant heavens that which I fear prove false.
Son, I say, follow the king.
That man of hers, Pisanio, her old servant, I have not seen these 2 days.
Go, look after. Pisanio! Thou that stands so for Posthumus, he hath a drug of mine. I pray his absence proceed by swallowing that, for he believes it is a thing most precious for her. Where has she gone? Haply despair hath seized her, or flown to her love Posthumus. Gone she is, to death or to dishonor, and my end can make good use of either. For she being down, I'll have the placing of the British crown. What news, my son?
'Tis certain she is fled. Go in and cheer the king. He rages, none dare come about him.
All the better. May this night forestall him of the coming day.
Thou toldst me when we came from the horse the place was near at hand. Ne'er longed my mother so to see me first as I have now. Pisanio, man, where is Posthumus? Why dost thou stare thus? Wherefore breaks that sigh from the inward of thee? Oh, say, man, what's the matter?
Please you read. You shall find me wretched man, a thing the most disdained of fortune.
Thy mistress, Pisanio, hath played the strumpet in my bed. The testimonies whereof lies bleeding in me. I speak not out of weak surmises, but from proof as strong as my grief, and as certain as I expect my revenge. That part thou, Pisanio, must act for me, if thy faith be not tainted with the breach of hers. Let thine own hands take away her life. I shall give the opportunity at Milford Haven, where, if thou fear to strike and to make me certain it is done, thou art the pander to her dishonor, and equally to me disloyal.
What shall I need to draw my sword? The paper hath cut her throat already. What cheer, madam?
False to his bed? What is it to be false? To lie and watch there and think on him? To weep twixt clock and clock? If sleep charge nature, to break it with a fearful dream of him, and cry myself awake, that's false to his bed, is
Alas,
it?
good lady!
I false! Thy conscious witness. Iachimo, thou didst accuse him of incontinency. Thou then look'st like a villain now, methinks thy favor's good enough. Some jay of Italy whose mother was her painting hath betrayed him. For I am stale, a garment out of fashion, and for I am richer than to hang by the walls, I must be ripped to pieces with me. Oh. Men's vows are women's traitors.
Good madam, hear me.
Do thou thy master's bidding. When thou seest him a little, witness my obedience. Look, I draw the sword on myself. Take it, and hit the innocent mansion of my love, my heart. Fear not, 'tis empty of all things but grief. Thy master is not there, who is indeed the richest of it. Do his bidding, strike. Thou mayst be valiant in a better cause, but now thou seemst a coward.
Hence, vile instrument! Thou shalt not damn my hands!
Why? I must die, and if not by thy hand, thou art no servant of thy master's. Against self-slaughter there is a prohibition so divine that cravens my weak hand. Come, here's my heart. Something's afoot. Soft. Soft will know defense, obedient as a scabbard. What's this? The scriptures of loyal Leonatus, all turned to heresy? Away. Away, corrupters of my faith. You shall no more be stomachers to my heart. Thus may poor fools believe false teachers. Prithee, dispatch. The lamb entreats the butcher. Where is thy knife? Thou art too slow to do thy master's bidding when I desire it too!
Oh, gracious lady! Since I received command to do this business, I have not slept one wink!
Do it! To bed then!
I'll wake mine eyeballs out first!
Why? hast thou undertaken this? Why hast thou abused so many miles with a pretense? My time and thine own, our horses' labor, the perturbed court for my being absent, whereunto I never purpose return. Why hast thou gone so far to be unbent when thou hast taken thy stand, the elected deer before thee?
But to win time, to lose so bad employment, in the which I have considered of a course. Good lady, hear me with patience.
Talk thy tongue weary, speak. I have heard I am a strumpet, and mine ear therein false struck can take no greater wound to tent or bottom that. But speak.
Then, madam, I thought you would not back again.
Most like bringing me here to kill me.
Not so, neither. But if I were as wise as honest, my purpose would prove well. It cannot be but that my master is abused. Some villain, aye, and singular in his art, hath done you both this cursed injury.
Some Roman courtesan?
No, on my life. I will send but notice that you are dead, and send him some bloody sign of it, for 'tis commanded I should do so. You shall be missed at court, and that will well confirm it.
Why, good fellow, what shall I do the while? Where bide? How live? Or in life, what comfort when I am dead to my husband?
If you'll back to the court...
No court, no father, nor no more to do with that harsh, noble, simple nothing, that Cloten, whose love suit hath been to me as fearful as a siege.
If not at court, then not in Britain must you bide.
Where then? Hath Britain all the sun that shines, day, night? Are they not but in Britain?
I am most glad you think of other place. Ambassador Lucius the Roman comes to Milford Haven tomorrow. Now, if you could wear a mind dark as your fortunes, and but disguise that which to appear itself must not yet be but for self-danger, you should tread a course pretty and full of view.
Oh, for such means, though peril to my modesty not deaf on it, I would adventure.
Well then, here's the point. You must forget to be a woman.
Nay, be brief. I see unto thy end, and am almost a man already.
First, make yourself but like one. Forethinking this, I have already fit. 'Tis in my cloak bag. Doublet, hat, hose, all that answer to them.
Thou art all the comfort the gods will diet me with. Prithee, dispatch, there's more to be considered. This attempt I am soldier to, and will abide it with a prince's courage. Away, I prithee.
Oh, madam, we must take a short farewell, lest being missed, I be suspected of your carriage from the court. My noble mistress, here is a box. I had it of the queen. What's in't is precious. If you are sick at sea or stomach qualmed at land, a dram of this will drive away distemper. May the gods direct you to the best.
Amen. I thank thee.
Rooms as low as ours. That, boys. This gate instructs you how to adore the heavens and vows you to a morning's holy office. Hail thou fair heaven!
Hail heaven!
Hail heaven!
Now for our mountain sport. Up to yon hills. Your legs are young, I'll tread these flats. Consider, when you above perceive me like a crow, that it is place which lessens and sets off. And you may then revolve to what tales I've told you of courts, princes, of the tricks in war. Oh, this life is nobler than attending for a check, richer than doing nothing for a babe, prouder than rustling in unpaid-for silks. No life to ours.
Out of your proof you speak? We, poor unfledged, have never winged from view of the nest, nor knows not what errs from home. Haply this life is best, if quiet life be best, sweeter to you that have a sharper known, well corresponding with your stiff age, but unto us it is a cell of ignorance.
What should we speak of when we are as old as you? When we shall hear the rain and wind beat dark December, how in this our pinching cave shall we discourse the freezing hours away? We have seen nothing! We We are beastly, subtle as the fox for prey, might warlike as the wolf for what we eat. Our valor is to chase what flies. Our cage we make a choir as doth the prison bird, and sing our bondage freely.
How you speak! If you did but know the city's usuries and felt them knowingly, boys, this story the world may read in me. My body's marked with Roman swords, and my report was once first with the best in note. Cymbeline loved me, and when a soldier was the theme, my name was not far off. Then was I as a tree whose boughs did bend with fruit. But in one night, a storm, a robbery, call it what you will, shook down my mellow hangings, nay, my leaves, and left me bare to weather.
Uncertain favor.
My fault being nothing, as I've told you oft, but that two villains whose false oaths prevailed over my perfect honor swore to Cymbeline that I was confederate with the Romans. So began my banishment. And these 20 years, this rock and these demesnes have been my world, where I have lived in honest freedom, paid more pious debts to heaven than in ere the forend of my time. But up to the mountains, this is not hunter's language. He who first the venison strikes shall be lord of the feast. To him the other two shall minister. And we will fear no poison which attends in place in greater state. No, I'll meet you in the valleys. How hard it is to hide the sparks of nature. These boys know little they are sons of the king, nor Cymbeline dreams they are alive. They think they are mine, and though reared up thus meanly in the cave wherein they bow, their thoughts do hit the roofs of palaces. This Polydor, heir to Cymbeline and Britain, whom the king his father called Guiderius, Jove, when on my 3-foot stool I sit and tell the warlike feats that I have done, his spirit flies out into my story. The younger brother, Cadwal, in his like a manner strikes fire into my speech, and shows much more his own conceiving. The game is roused. Oh, Cymbeline, heaven and my conscience knows thou didst unjustly banish me, whereon at 3 and 2 years old I stole these babes, seeking to bar thee of succession as thou reft me of my lands. Euryphile, thou wast their nurse. They took thee for their mother, and every day do honor to her grave. Myself, that I'm Morgan called, am Valerius, and they take me for natural father.
Whoop, whoop.
Ah, the game is up.
I love and hate her, for she is fair and royal, and she hath every courtly part more exquisite than ladies, woman. From every one the best she takes, and she of all compounded outsells them all. I love her therefore, but disdaining me and throwing favor on the poor Posthumus, slander so her judgment that what else rare is choked. And in that point I will conclude to hate her, nay, indeed, to be revenged upon her. For when fools shout, "Who is here? What are you plotting, Sirrah? Come hither. Ah, you precious pander villain, where is thy lady? In a word, or thou art straightway with the fiends.
Oh, good my lord.
Where is thy lady? Or by Jupiter, I will not ask again. Close villain, I will rip this secret from thy heart, or rip thy heart to find it. Is she with Posthumus?
Alas, my lord, how can she be with him? When was she missed? He is in Rome.
Oh, my serious signor. Come nearer, no further halting. Satisfy me at once. What is become of her?
Oh, my all-worthy lord!
My all-worthy villain! Speak now in an instant. Discover where thy mistress is at once, at the next word. No more, worthy lord. Speak, or thy silence is thy condemnation and thy death.
Then, sir, this paper is the history of my knowledge touching her flight.
Let's see it. I'll pursue her even to Augustus' throne.
Or this or perish. She's far enough, and what he learns by this may prove his travel, not her danger. I'll write to my lord she's dead. O Imogen, safe mayst thou wander, safe return again.
Sirrah, is this letter true?
Sir, as I think.
It is Posthumus' hand, I know it. If thou would not be a villain, but do me true service, undergo those employments wherein I shall cause to use thee with a serious industry. That is, what villainy soever I bid thee do, perform it directly, and I will think thee an honest man.
Well, my good lord.
Wilt thou serve me? For patiently and consistently thou hast stuck to the base fortune of the beggar Posthumus. Thou canst not in the course of gratitude, but be a true follower of mine. Wilt thou serve me?
Sir, I will.
Give me thy hand. Here's my purse. Hast any of thy late master's garments in thy possession?
I have, my lord. The same suit he wore when he took leave of my young lady and mistress.
The first service thou dost me, thou shalt fetch that suit hither. Go!
I shall, my lord.
Meet thee in Milford Haven. I forgot to ask him one thing. I will remember it anon. Even there, thou villain Posthumus, will I kill thee. I would these garments would come. She said upon a time, the bitterness of it I now belch from my heart. She held the very garment of Posthumus in more respect than my natural and real person, together with the adornment of my qualities. That suit upon my back, will I ravish her. First kill him, then in her eyes, which will then be a torment to her despite, he on the ground. My speech of insultment ended on his dead body. And when my lust hath dined, which so I say to vex her, I will execute in the clothes she so praised. To court I'll knock her back, foot her home again. She hath despised me rejoicingly, and I'll be merry in my revenge. Be those the garments?
Aye, my noble lord.
How long is it since she went to Milford Haven?
She can scarce be there yet.
Bring this apparel to my chamber. That's the second thing I've commanded thee. The third is, thou shalt be a diligent mute to my designs. Be but diligent, and true preferment shall tend herself upon thee. My revenge is now in Milford. Would I have wings to follow it? Come and be true.
I see a man's life is a tedious one. I have tired myself, and for 2 nights together have made the ground my bed. 2 beggars told me I cannot miss my way. Will poor folks lie that if affliction's on them, knowing 'tis a punishment or trial? Yes, no wonder when rich ones scarce tell true. To lapse in fullness is sorer than to lie in need, and falsehood is worse in kings than in beggars. My dear lord, thou art one of the false ones. Now that I think on thee, my hunger's gone, but even before then I was at point to sink for food. What is this? Here's a path to it, 'tis some savage hold. I were best not to call. I dare not call. Yet famine, ere clean it or from nature makes it valiant. Plenty and peace breeds cowards. Hardness ever of hardiness is mother. Holla! Who's here? If civil speak, if savage take or lend. Holla! No answer? Then I'll enter. Best to draw my sword, and if mine enemy but fear the sword like me, he'll scarcely look on it. Such a foe. Good heavens!
Well, you, Polydor, have proved best woodsman and our master of the feast. Cadwell and I will play the cook and servant. 'Tis our match.
I am thoroughly weary.
I am weak with toil, yet strong in appetite.
There's cold meat in the cave. We'll browse on that while something
Stay, come not in. But that it eats our victuals, I should think here were a fairy.
What's the matter, sir?
By Jupiter, an angel, or if not, an earthly paragon. Behold, divineness no elder than a boy.
Good masters, harm me not. Before I entered here, I thought to have begged, or bought what I have took. By troth, I have stolen not, nor would not, though I had found gold strewn to the floor. Here's money for my meat. I would have left it on the board as soon as I had made my meal, and parted with prayers for the provider.
Money? You...
All gold and silver rather turn to dust, as 'tis nowhere better reckoned but of those who worship dirty gods.
I see you're angry. Know that if you kill me for my fault, I should have died had I not made it.
Whither bound?
To Milford Haven.
What's your name?
Videle, sir. I have a kinsman who is bound for Italy. He embarked at Milford, to whom, being going, almost spent in hunger, I am fallen in this offense.
Prithee, fair youth, think us no churls, nor measure our good minds by the rude place we live in. Well encountered. It is almost night. You shall have better cheer ere ye depart, and thanks to stay and eat it. Boys, bid him welcome.
I'll love him as my brother, and such a welcome as I give him, after a long absence such as yours. Most welcome. Be sprightly, for you fall amongst friends.
Amongst friends?
It shall be so. Boys, we'll dress our hunt. Fair youth, come in. Discourse is heavy, fasting. After we've supped, we will mannerly ask thee of thy story, so far as thou wilt tell it.
Pray, draw near.
The night to the owl and the morn to the lark less welcome.
Thanks, sir.
I pray, draw near.
I am near the place where they should meet, if Pisanio mapped it truly. How fit his garment serve me? Why should his mistress, who's made by him who made the tailor, not be fit too? I dare say it to myself, for it is not vainglory for a man and his glass to confer in his chamber. I mean, the lines of my body are as well drawn as his. No less young, more strong, not beneath him in fortune, beyond him in the advantages of time, above him in birth, alike conversant in general services, and more remarkable in single opposition. Yet this imperceiving thing loves him to my despite. What mortality is? Posthumus, thy head, which is now growing upon thy shoulders, shall within the hour be off. Thy mistress in force, thy garments cut to pieces before thy face, and all this done, spurn her home to her father, who may happily be angry with my so rough usage. But my mother, having power of his testiness, shall turn all into my commendations. My horse is tied up safe, out-soared, and to a sore purpose. Fortune put them in my hands. This is the very description of their meeting place, and the fellow dares not deceive me.
You are not well. Remain here in the cave. We'll come to you after the hunt.
Brothers, stay here. Are we not brothers?
So, man and man should be, but clay and clay differs in dignity as dust is both alike. I am very sick.
Go you to hunting. I'll abide with him.
So sick I am not, yet I am not well.
It is the 9th hour of the morn.
I wish you health.
I wish ye sport.
You health. So please you, sir?
These are kind creatures. Gods, what lies I have heard. Our courtiers say all savage but at court. Experience. Oh, thou disprovest report. I am sick still. Heart sick. Pisanio, I'll now taste of thy drug.
I could not stir him. He said he was gentle but unfortunate. Dishonestly afflicted but yet honest.
Thus did he answer me, yet said hereafter I might know more.
To the field. To the field. We must leave you for the time. Go in and rest.
We'll not be long away.
I pray be not sick, for you must be our housewife.
Well or ill, I am bound to you.
And shall be ever. It is great morning. Come away. Who's this?
I cannot find these renegades. The villain hath mocked me. I am faint.
Those renegades means he not us. I partly know him. 'Tis Cloten, son of the queen. I fear some ambush. I've seen him not these many years, yet I know 'tis he. We are held as outlaws. Hence.
He is but one. You and my brother search what companies are near. Pray you, away. Let me alone with him.
So, who are you that flee me thus? Some villain mountaineers? I have heard of such. What slave art thou?
A thing more slavish did I ne'er than answering a slave without a knock.
Thou art a robber, a villain, a base thief. Yield thee, thief!
To who? To thee? What art thou? Have I not an arm as big as thine, a heart as big? Thy words, I grant, are bigger, for I wear not my dagger in my mouth. Say what thou art, why I should yield to thee.
Base varlet, know me not by my clothes?
No, nor thy tailor, rascal. Who was thy grandfather? He made those clothes, which, as it seems, make thee.
Thy impudent rascal, my tailor made them not.
Hence then, and thank the man that gave them thee. Thou art some fool, I am loath to beat thee.
Thou shalt hear my name but tremble, thou injurious thief.
What's thy name?
Cloten, thou villain.
Cloten, thou double villain, be thy name. I cannot tremble at it. Were it toad or adder, spider, 'twould move me sooner.
To thy mere confusion, nay, to thy fear. Thou shalt know I am son of the queen.
I am sorry for it, not seeming so worthy as thy birth.
Art not to feared.
Those that I reverence, those I fear, the wise. If fools I laugh, not fear them.
Die the death. When I have slain thee with my proper hand, I'll follow those that even now fled hence, and on the gates of Ludstown set your heads. Yield, the mountain villaineer.
No company abroad.
None in the world. You did mistake him, sure.
I cannot tell. Long since I saw him, but time has nothing blurred the lines of favor which then he wore. The snatches of his voice, bursts of speaking were as his. I am absolute. 'Twas very Cloten.
In this place we left them. I wish my brother made good time with him. You say he is so fell.
But see thy brother.
This Cloten was a fool. An empty purse. There was no money in it. Not Hercules could have knocked out his brains, for he had none. Yet, I not doing this, the fool had borne my head as I did.
What hast thou done?
I am perfect what? Cut off one Cloten's head, sent to the queen after his own report, who called me traitor, mountaineer, and swore with his own single hand he'd take us in, displace our heads where, thanks to gods, they grow.
We are all undone.
Why, worthy father, what have we to lose but that he swore to take our lives? The law protects not us. Why should we be tender to let an arrogant piece of flesh threat us? Play judge and executioner all himself, for we do fear the law. What company discover you abroad?
No single soul could we set eye on, but in all fair reason he must have some attendance. It is not probable to come alone, either he so undertaking or them so suffering. Then in good ground we fear, if we do fear, this body hath a tail more dangerous than the head.
Let ordinance come as the gods foresay. Howsoe'er my brother hath done well.
With his own sword, which he did wave against my throat, I obtain his head from him. I'll throw it in the creek behind our rock and let it to the sea and tell the fishes he's the queen's son. That's all I reek.
My fears will be revenged. Oh, Polydor, wouldst thou had not done this. Still, the valor becomes thee well enough.
Would I had done it so the revenge alone pursued me. Polydor, I love thee brotherly, but envy much thou hast robbed me of this deed.
Well, 'tis done. We'll hunt no more today, nor seek for danger where there's no profit. Prithee, to our rock. You and Fidele must play the cooks. I'll remain till hasty Polydor return, then bring him to supper presently.
Horsic Fidele, I'll willingly to him.
Oh, thou goddess, thou divine nature, thou thyself, thou blazonest in these two princely boys. They are as gentle as a zephyr blowing beneath the violets.
I have sent Cloten's clot pole down the stream in embassy to his mother. His body's hostage for his return.
The bird is dead that we have made so much on. I had rather skip from 16 years of age to 60 to have turned my leaping time into a crutch than have seen this.
Oh, melancholy. Whoe'er can say he sounded out thy bottom, who? Jove knows what man thou mightst have made, but there died a most rare boy of melancholy.
Say, where shall lay him?
By good Euryphile, our mother.
Be it so, and let us Polydor, though now our voices have got the mannish crack, sing him to the ground.
Cadwal, I cannot sing. I'll weep and word it with thee.
Well, speak it then.
Great griefs, I see, do medicine the less, for Cloten is quite forgot. He was a queen's son, boys, and though you took his life being our foe, bury him like a prince.
Pray you, fetch him hither. Thersites' body is as good as Ajax when neither are alive.
If you'll go fetch him, we'll say our song the whilst. Brother, begin.
Fear no more the heat of the sun, nor the furious winter's rage. Thou thy worldly task hast done. Home art gone and ta'en thy wage. Golden lads and girls all must as chimney sweepers come to dust.
Fear no more the frown of the great. Thou art past the tyrant's stroke. Care no more to clothe the need. To thee the reed is as the oak. The scepter learning, physic must all follow this and come to dust.
We have done our obsequies. Come, lay him down.
Here's some flowers around midnight more. Come away. Apart on bended knee. The ground that had them first hath them again. Their pleasures here are past. So are their pain.
Yes, sir, to Milford Haven, which is the way. I thank you by yon bush. Pray, how far 'tis thither? Odds Pitikins, can it be 6 mile yet? I have gone all night. Faith, I'll lie down and sleep. But soft, no bedfellow. Oh, gods and goddesses, these flowers are like the pleasures of the world. This bloody man, the care on it. I hope I dream. For so I thought I was a cave keeper and cook to honest creatures, but 'tis not so. Even when I wake, the dream is within me, as without me, not imagined, felt. A headless man? The garments of Posthumus? How? Pisanio! That was conspired with that irregulous devil, that Cloten, have here cut off my lord. To write and read be henceforth treachery. treacherous! Damned Pisanio hath with his forged letters, damned Pisanio hath from this the bravest vessel of the world struck the main top. Oh, Posthumus! Alas, where is thy head? I mean, where's that? Pisanio might have killed thee at the heart and left this head on. How should this be, Pisanio? 'Tis he and Cloten. Malice and lucre have laid this woe in them. Oh, 'tis pregnant. The drug he gave me, which he said was precious and cordial to me, have I not found it murderous to the senses? That confirms it home. This is Pisanio's deed, and Cloten's. Oh. Give color to my pale cheek with thy blood, that we the horrider may seem to those which chance to find us. My lord.
What have you dreamed of late, of this war's purpose?
Last night the very gods showed me a vision. I fast and prayed for their intelligence thus. I saw Jove's bird, the Roman eagle, winged from the spongy south to this part of the west. There vanished in the sunbeams, which portends, unless my sins have used my divination, success to the Roman host.
Dream often thus, and never false. Soft hope. What trunk is this, without its top? The ruin speaks this was sometime a worthy building. How? A page? Or dead, or sleeping on him? But dead, rather, for nature doth abhor to make his bed with the defunct, or sleep upon the dead. Let's see the boy's face.
He's alive, my lord!
He'll then instruct us of this body. Young one, inform us of thy fortunes, for it seems they crave to be demanded. Who is this thou makest thy bloody pillow? What's thy interest in this sad rack? How came it? Who is it? What art thou?
I am nothing, or if not, nothing to be were better. This was my master, a very valiant Briton and a good that hereby mountaineers lies slain. Alas, there are no more such masters. I may wander from east to Occident, cry out for service, try many, all good, serve truly, never find such another master.
Thy name?
Fidele, sir.
Thou dost approve thyself the very same. Thy name well fits thy face thy name. Wilt take thy chance with me? I will not say thou shalt be so well master, but without doubt no less beloved. Go with me.
I'll follow, sir, but first, and to please the gods, I'll hide my master from the flies as deep as these poor pickaxes can dig, and when with wildwood leaves and weeds I have strewed his grave and on it set a century of prayers, such as I can, twice o'er, I'll weep and sigh, and so leaving his service, follow you. So please you entertain me.
Aye, good youth. The boy hath taught us manly duties. Let us find out the prettiest daisied plot we can, and there with our pikes and partisans make him a grave. Come, lift him. Boy, he's referred by thee to us, and shall be interred as soldiers can. Be cheerful. Wipe thine eyes. Some falls are made the happier to arise.
Again, and bring me word how it goes with her. Fever with the absence of her son. A madness of which her life is in danger. Heavens, how deeply you at once do strike me! Imogen, great part of my comfort, gone. My queen upon a desperate bed, and in a time when fearful wars point at me. Her son, gone. So needful for this present, strikes me past the hope of comfort. But for thee, fellow, who needs must know of her absence, but does seem so ignorant, will enforce it from thee with a sharp torture.
Sir, my life is yours. I said it at your will. But for my mistress I nothing know where she remains, why gone, nor when she purposes return. Beseech your highness, hold me your loyal servant.
Good my liege, the day that she was missing he was here. I dare be bound he's true.
The time is troublesome!
So please, your majesty, the Roman legions, all from Gallia drawn, are landed on your coast with a supply of Roman gentlemen by the Senate sent.
Now for the counsel of my son and queen. I am amazed with matter. Away!
I heard no letter from my master since I wrote him. Imogen was slain. 'Tis strange. Nor hear I from my mistress, who did promise to yield me often tidings. Neither know I what is betid to Claughton, but remain perplexed in all. The heavens still must work, wherein I am false, I am honest, not true to be true. All other doubts, by time let them be cleared. Fortune brings in some boats that are not steered.
The noise is round about us!
Let us from it.
What pleasure, sir, find we in life to lock it from action and adventure?
Nay, what hope have we in hiding us? This way the Romans must, or for Britain, slay us, or receive us for barbarous and unnatural revolts during their use and slay us after.
Sons, we'll hire to the mountains. They're secure us. To the king's party, there's no going. Newness of Claughton's death, we being not known, not mustered among the bands, must drive from us a render where we have lived, and so extort from us that which we have done, whose answer would be death drawn on with torture.
This is, sir, a doubt in such a time, neither becoming you nor satisfying us.
It is not likely that when they hear their Roman horses neigh, that they should waste their time upon our note to know from whence we are.
Oh, I am known to many in the army. Many years, Claughton then being young, you see, wore him not from my remembrance. And besides, the king hath not deserved my service nor your love.
Better cease to be. Pray, sir, to the army, I and my brother are not yet known. Yourself so out of thought, and thereto so overgrown, cannot be questioned.
By this sun that shines out thither, I am ashamed to look upon the holy sun, to have so long the benefit of his blessed beings, remaining so long a poor unknown.
By heavens, I'll go. If you will bless me, sir, and grant me leave, I'll take the better care. But if not, the hazard therefore do fall on me by the hands of Romans.
So say I. Amen.
Small reason you on your lives placing so slight a valuation, should reserve for my cracked one for more care. Have with you, boys. If in your country wars you chance to die, that'll be my bed too, and there I'll lie. Lead. Lead!
Yea, bloody cloth, I'll keep thee, for I wish thou shouldst be colored thus. You, married ones, if each of you should take this course, how many must murder wives much better than themselves for rying but a little? Oh, Pisanio, every good servant does not all command. No bond but to do just once. I am brought hither among the Italian gentry and to fight against my lady's kingdom. 'Tis enough that, Britain, I have killed thy mistress. Peace! I'll give no wound to thee. Therefore, good heavens, hear patiently my purpose. I'll disrobe me of these Italian weeds and suit myself as does a Briton peasant. So I'll fight against the part I come with. So I'll die for thee. Oh, Imogen, even for whom my life is every breath a death. Gods, put the strength of the Leonati in me.
The heaviness and guilt within my bosom takes off my manhood. I have belied a lady, the princess of this country, and the air on it revengingly enfeebles me. The odds are we scarce are men, and you are gods.
Today, how many would have given their honors to have saved their carcasses? Took heel to do it and yet died too? I, in mine own woe charmed, could not find death where I did hear him groan, nor feel him where he struck. Well, I will find him. No more a Briton. I have resumed again the part I came in. Fight! I will no more! But yield me to the veriest hind that shall once touch my shoulder. For me, my ransom's death. On either side I come to spend my breath, which neither here I'll keep nor bear again, but end it by some means for Imogen.
Great Jupiter be praised. Lucius is taken. 'Tis thought the old man and his sons were angels.
There's a fourth in its silly habit that gave affront with them.
So 'tis reported, but none of them can be found. Stand! Who's there?
A Roman!
The dog! Lay hands on him! Bring him to the king!
There! You shall not now be stolen. You have locks upon you. So graze as you find pasture.
Aye, or a stomach!
Most welcome, bondage, for thou art a way, I think, to liberty. My conscience, thou art fettered more than my hands and wrists. You, good gods, give me the penitent instrument to pick that bolt, then free forever. Is't enough I am sorry? So children temporal fathers do appease, gods are more full of mercy. Must I repent? I cannot do it better than in shackles. For Imogen's dear life, take mine, and though 'tis not so dear, yet 'tis a life, you coined it. 'Tween man and man they weigh not every stamp. And so, great powers, if you will take this audit, take this life, and cancel these cold bonds! Oh, Imogen, I'll speak to thee in silence.
Hath my poor boy done aught but well, whose face I never saw? I die whilst in the womb he stayed, attending nature's law.
Your low-laid son, our Godhead will uplift. His comforts thrive, his trials well are spent. Our jovial star reigned at his birth, and in our temple was he married. Rise and fade, he shall be lord of Lady Imogen, and happier much by his affliction made. This tablet place upon his breast, wherein our pleasure his full fortune doth confine. And so away.
Sleep! Thou hast been a grandsire and begot a father to me. What fairies haunt this ground? A book! Oh, rare one! 'Tis still a dream? Or else such stuff as madmen tongue and brain not? Either both or nothing.
Come, sir. Are you ready for death?
Over-roasted, rather. Ready long ago.
Hanging is the word, sir. If you be ready for that, you are well cooked.
So if I prove a good repast to the spectators, the dish pays the shot.
A heavy reckoning for you, sir. But the comfort is, you shall be called to no more payments. Fear no more tavern bills, which are often the sadness of parting as the procuring of mirth. You come in fate for want of meat, depart reeling from too much drink. Sorry that you have paid too much, and sorry that you are paid too much. Purse and brain both empty. The purse the lighter for being too heavy. The brain the heavier for being too light. Of this contradiction you shall now be quit. Or the contrary of the penny cord, it sums up thousands in a trice. You have no true debtor and creditor but it.
I am merrier to die than thou art to live.
Indeed, sir, he who sleeps feels not the toothache, but a man to sleep your sleep, and a hangman to help him to bed. I think he should change places with this officer. For look you, sir, you know not which way you shall go.
I tell thee, fellow, indeed I do.
Your death has eyes in his head, then. And how you shall speed to your journey's end, I think you shall never return to tell one.
Fellow, there are none want eyes to direct them the way I am going.
Knock off his manacles, bring your prisoner to the king.
Thou bringst good news. I am called to be made free now.
I shall be hanged then.
Thou shalt be freer than a jailer. No bolts for the dead.
Oh, I would we were all of one mind, and one mind good. Other were desolations of jailers and galaxies. But my wish, as a prophet's, has a preferment in it.
Come, stand you by our side, you whom the gods have made protectors of my realm. Well is my heart that the poor soldier that so richly fought, whose rags, shamed, gilded arms, cannot be found. He shall be happy who can find him, if our grace can make it so.
I never saw such noble fury in so poor a thing. Such precious deeds from one that promised not but beggary and poor looks.
No tidings of him.
He hath been searched among the dead and living, but no trace of him.
To my grief, I am heir to his reward, which I will give to you, liver, heart, and brain, Britain, by whom I grant she stands. 'Tis now the time to ask of whence you are. Report it.
Sir, in Cambria are we born and gentlemen. Further to boast, we're neither true nor modest, unless I add we are honest.
Bow your knees. Rise, my knights of the battle. I create you companions to our person, and will fit you with dignities becoming your estates. There's business in these faces. Why so sadly greet you our victory?
Hail, great king! To sour your highness, I must report, the queen is dead!
No! Who worse than the physician would this report become? How ended she?
With horror! Madly dying like her life, which, being cruel to the world, concluded most cruel to herself. What she confessed we will report, so please you.
Prithee, say.
First, she confessed she never loved you. Only affected greatness got by you, not you. Married your royalty, was wife to your place, abhorred your person.
She alone knew this, and but that she spake it dying, I would not believe her lips in parting it. Proceed.
Your daughter, whom she bore and had in love with such integrity, she did confess, was as a scorpion to her sight, whose life, but that her flight prevented it, she had taken off by poison.
Oh, most delicate fiend! Who is it can read a woman? Is there more?
More, sir, and worse! She did confess she had for you a mortal mineral, which, being took by the minute, would feed from life, and by inches waste you, in which time she purported by watching, weeping, tendance, kissing to overcome you with her show, and in time, when she had fitted you with her craft, to work her son into the adoption of the crown. But, failing her ends by his sudden absence, grew shameless, desperate, open despite heaven and man her purposes, repented the evil she hatched were not affected, and so despairingly died.
Heard you all this, her women?
We did, so please your highness.
Mine eyes were not at fault, for she was beautiful. My ears that heard her flattery, nor my heart, which thought her as her seeming. It were vicious to have mistrusted her, oh, my daughter. Heaven mend all. Thou comest not now, Caius, for tribute. That the Britons have raced out, with the loss of many a bold one, whose kinsmen have made suit that their good souls be appeased with slaughter of you, their captives, which ourself have granted.
Consider, sir, the chance of war. The day was yours by accident. Had it gone with us, we should not, when the blood was cool, have threatened our prisoners with the sword. But since the gods will have it thus, that nothing but our lives may be called ransom, let it come. Sufficeth a Roman with a Roman's heart can suffer. Augustus lives to think on it. And so much for my peculiar care. One thing only I will entreat. My boy, a Briton born, let him be ransomed. Let his virtue join with my request, which I make bold your highness cannot refuse. He hath done no Briton harm, though he have served a Roman. Save him, sir, and spare no bed else.
I have surely seen him. His favor is familiar to me. Boy, thou hast looked thyself into my grace, and ask of Cymbeline what boon thou wilt. Fitting my bounty and thy state, I'll give it. Yea, though thou do demand a prisoner, the noblest taken.
I humbly thank your highness.
I do not bid ye beg my life, good lad, and yet I know thou wilt.
No. Alack, there's other work at hand. I see a thing bitter to me as death. Your life, good master, must shuffle for itself.
What wouldst thou, boy? I love thee more and more. I think more and more what's best to ask. Knowest him thou look'st upon? Speak, wilt have him live? Is he thy kin? Thy friend?
He is a Roman, and no more kin to me than I to your lord, who, being born your vassal, am something nearer.
Well, wherefore eyest him so?
I'll tell you, sir, in private, if you please to give me hearing.
Aye, with all my heart, and lend my best attention. What's thy name?
Fidele, sir.
Thou art my good boy, my page. I'll be thy master. Come, walk with me. Speak freely.
Is not this boy revived from death?
Who died and was Fidele? What say you?
The same dead thing alive.
Peace, peace. See further.
It is my mistress. Since she is living, let the time run on, to good or bad.
Come, stand you by our side. Make thy demand aloud. Sir, step you forth, and give answer to this boy, and do it freely, or by our greatness, and the grace of it, which is our honor, bitter torture shall winnow truth from falsehood. On, speak to him.
My boon is that this gentleman may render of whom he had this ring.
What's that to him?
That diamond upon your finger, say how came it yours?
Thou'lt torture me to leave unspoken that which to be spoke would torture thee.
How? Me?
I'm glad to be constrained to utter that which torments me to conceal. By villainy, I got this ring. 'Twas Leonatus' jewel, whomst thou did banish, and which more may grieve thee as it doth me. A nobler sir never lived twixt sky and ground. Wilt thou hear more, my lord?
All that belongs to this.
That paragon, thy daughter, for whom my heart drops blood and my false spirit quails to remember. Give me leave, I faint.
What of her? Renew thy strength.
The good Posthumus. What should I say? He was too good to be where men were, and he was the best of all. Hearing us praise our loves of Italy for beauty, feature, all the qualities that man loves woman for.
I stand on fire. Come to the matter.
All too soon I shall.
Nay, to the purpose.
Your daughter's chastity. There, it begins. He spake of her as Dion had hot dreams, and she alone were cool, whereat I, wretch, made scruple of his praise, and wagered him with pieces of gold 'gainst this, which then he wore upon his honored finger, to attain in suit the place of's bed by hers and mine adultery. Away to Britain, and well may you, sir, remember me at court, where I was taught of your chaste daughter the wide difference twixt amorous and villainous. And to be brief, my practice so prevailed that I returned with spurious proof enough to make the noble Leonatus mad by wounding his belief in her renown, whereupon methinks I see him now.
Aye, so thou dost, Italian fiend. Aye, me, most credulous fool, egregious murderer, thief, anything that's due to all the villains past, in being, to come. Oh, give me cord or knife or poison, some upright justicer. Thou king, send out for torturers ingenious, I am Posthumus, that killed thy daughter. Villain like I lie, that caused a lesser villain than myself, a sacrilegious thief, to do it. The temple of virtue is she, yea, and she herself. Spit and throw stones, cast mire upon me, set the dogs of the street to bay me. Imogen, my queen, my wife, my life. Oh, Imogen, Imogen, Imogen!
Peace, my lord, here! Here!
Shall us have a play of this? Thou scornful pigs, there lie thy part!
Oh, gentlemen, help! Mine and your mistress! Oh, my lord Posthumus, you ne'er killed Imogen till now! Help, my lord lady!
Does the world go round?
How come these staggers on me?
My mistress! This be so that gods do mean to strike me to death with mortal joy!
Mistress!
Oh, get thee from my sight! Thou gavest me poison, dangerous fellow, hence breathe not where princes are!
The tune of Imogen!
Lady, the gods threw stones of sulfur on me. If that box I gave you was not thought by me a precious thing, I had it of the queen.
New matter still.
It poisoned me!
Oh, gods! I left out one thing. Which the queen confessed, which must approve thee honest. If Pisanio had, said she, given his mistress that confection which I gave him as cordial, she will be served as I would serve a rat.
What's this, Cornelius?
The queen, sir, did often importune me to temper poisons for her. I dreaded her purposes, did compound for her certain stuff which, being took, would cease the power of life. But in short time, all offices of nature should again do their due functions. Have you taken of it?
Most like I did, for I was dead.
Oh!
My boys, there was our error.
This is so villain! Why did you throw your wedded lady from you?
Hang there like fruit, my soul, till the tree die.
Oh, no. My flesh, my child, will thou not speak to me?
Your blessing, sir.
Though you did love this youth, I blame you not. You had a motive for it.
My tears that fall through holy water on thee. Imogen, thy mother's dead.
I'm sorry for it, my lord.
Oh. She was not. And long of her it is that we meet here so strangely. But her son is gone, we know not where.
My lord, now fearest from me, I'll speak truth. My lord Claughton, upon my lady's missing, came to me with his sword drawn, foamed at the mouth, and swore, if I discovered not which way she was gone, it was my instant death. I directed him to seek her in the mountains near to Milford, where, in a frenzy, in my master's garments which he enforced from me, away he posts, with unchaste purpose, and with an oath, to violate my lady's honor. What became of him, I further know not.
Let me end the story. My lord, I slew him.
Mary, the gods forfend! I would not thy good deeds should from my lips pluck hard sentence. Prithee, valiant youth, deny it. Again.
I have spoken and I did it.
He was a prince!
A most uncivil one. Yeah. The wrongs he did me were nothing prince-like, for he did provoke me with language that would make me spurn the sea if it could so roar to me. I cut off his head. And am right glad he is not standing here to tell this tale of mine.
I am sorrow for thee. By thine own tongue thou art condemned, and must endure our law. Thou art dead.
That headless man, I thought had been my lord.
Huh? Find the offender and take him from our presence.
Stay, Sir King. This man is better than the man he slew. As well descended as thyself, and hath more of thee merited than a band of clottons.
Why, old soldier, wilt thou undo the good thou art unpaid for by tasting of our wrath? How? Of descent as good as we?
In that he spoke too far.
And thou shalt die for it.
Then we'll die all three. My sons, I must, for mine own part, unfold the dangerous speech, though haply well for thee.
Your danger's ours.
And our good his.
Have at it then by leave. Thou hadst, great king, a subject was called Belarius.
What of him? He is a banished traitor.
Ah, indeed, a banished man. I know not how a traitor.
Take him away. All the world will not save him.
No, not too hot. I am too blunt and saucy. Here's my knee. And ere I rise, I will prefer my sons, and then spare not the old father. Mighty sir, the two young gentlemen who call me father and think they are my sons are none of mine. They are issue of your loins, my liege, and blood of your begetting.
How? My issue?
As sure as you, your fathers, I, old Morgan, am that Valerius. These gentle princes, for such and so they are, for 20 years have I trained up, such arts they have as I could put into them. But gentle sir, here are your sons again, and I must lose two of the sweetest companions in the world. The benediction of the covering heavens fall on their heads like dew, for they are worthy to inlay heaven with stars.
I lost my children. These be they. I know not how to ask for a pair of worthier sons. Oh, Imogen, thou hast lost a kingdom by this.
No, my lord, I've got 2 worlds by it. Oh, my gentle brothers, have we thus met? Oh, never say hereafter, but I am truest speaker. You called me your brother when I was but your sister. I, you brothers, when we were so indeed.
Did you ever meet?
Ay, my good lord.
And at first meeting loved, continued so until we thought he died.
By the queen's drug she swallowed! Oh, rare instinct! When shall I hear all through? Let's quit this ground and smoke the temple with our sacrifices. Thou art my brother, and so will hold thee ever.
You are my father, too, and did relieve me to see this gracious season.
All overjoyed, save these in bonds. Let them be joyful too, for they shall taste our comfort.
My good master, I will yet do you service.
Happy be you. That forlorn soldier that so nobly fought, he would have well become this place and graced the thankings of a king.
I am, sir, the soldier that did company these 3 in poor beseeming. 'Twas a fit men for the purpose I then followed, that I was he. Speak, Iachimo. I had you down and might have made you finish.
I am down again, but now my heavy conscience sinks my knee as then your force did. Take that life, beseech you, which I so often owe. But your ring first, and the bracelet of the truest princess that ever swore her faith.
Kneel not to me. The power that I have on you is to spare you. The malice towards you to forgive you. Live and deal with others better.
Nobly doomed, and we'll learn our freeness from a son-in-law. Pardon is the word to all.
You helped us, sir, as you did mean indeed to be our brother. Joyed are we that you are.
Your servant, princes. Good my lord of Rome, call forth your soothsayer. As I slept, methought great Jupiter upon his eagle back appeared to me with other sprightly show of mine own kindred. When I woke, I found this label on my bosom. Let her show her skill in the construction.
Philharmona,
God!
read and declare the meaning.
When as a lion's whelp shall to himself unknown without seeking find and be embraced by a piece of tender air, and when from a stately cedar shall be lopped branches,
which being dead many years shall after revive, be jointed to the old stock and freshly grow. Then shall Posthumus end his miseries, Britain be fortunate, and flourish in peace and plenty.
Thou, Leonatus, art the lion's whelp. The fit and apt construction of thy name being Leonatus doth import so much. The piece of tender air, thy virtuous daughter.
This hath some seeming.
The lofty cedar royal Cymbeline impersonates thee, and thy lopped branches point thy 2 sons forth, who by Valeria stolen for many years thought dead, are now revived to the majestic cedar join, whose issue promises Britain peace and plenty.
Well, my peace we will begin. In Caius Lucius, although the victor, we submit to Caesar and to the Roman Empire, promising to pay the wonted tribute from the which we were dissuaded by our wicked queen, whom heavens in justice, both upon her and hers, have laid most heavy hand.
The fingers of the powers above do tune the harmony of this peace.
So laud we the gods, and let our crooked smokes climb to their nostrils from our blessed altars. Publish we this peace to all of our subjects. Set we forward, that a Roman and a British ensign wave friendly together, so through Ludstown march, and in the temple of great Jupiter, our peace we'll ratify. Seal it with feasts. Never was a war did cease, ere bloody hands were washed with such a peace.